Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 23 of Valheim Slow and Easy here on Suck Professor. It's me, Hank. I'm joined by you and the Shrimp Squad who have hung up a ghost and are slowly devouring its nutrient-filled flesh. Thank you for tuning in. Look for those in the lower left corner. It's a piece of lettuce, guys. It's a piece of lettuce. Don't call the ghost police, okay? And welcome to the show. Work on the canal continues. Doing magnificent work, honestly. I'm very, very proud of the progress. As you saw in the last episode, we finally made our first voyage through the river on the boat. Encountered a big obstruction right over here. Going to be a ton more to do for this whole project before it's done. In other words, we'll never finish it because I abandoned projects. But we were able to come out of the river finally, explore the waters a bit, and made a decision. We could have carved through here, but instead we're carving right through this piece of land, and it's looking like it's going to work out great. So we have like a nice little straightaway when we come in from the ocean from this side. Definitely going to be some effort to get this cleared up, but it doesn't look too bad. No matter what, it's tedious and boring. So thank you for tuning in. Let's keep going. A deer. Oh my God. Let's take care of that problem real quick. Okay, good. No more problem. So yeah, here we are, nighttime. I could keep churning away at it, but you know, who wants to sit around in the dark waiting to get harassed by the locals? They're so annoying. And so let's just head home through the magic of portals. We'll sleep, check up on our food stores, head back into the, wait till the daylight. Not really wait. I guess that's what the sleeping accomplishes, and then get back to it. So hopefully we'll make a lot more progress. Let's see. Oh, damn it. No, I don't even have any fire supplies. We'll see if we're able to complete the work enough to get to the ocean. Just because we're able to get the boat through a full trip doesn't mean that we're done with this project. I could just call it a day there, obviously, but I want it to be, refined. Just go grab those wispies real quick. These guys, there's an endless supply of them, isn't there? Oh, they took off. I got one of them. Oh, I got two of them. Yep. But like, for instance, the wisps are what go into the. Let's guys go over here in the wisp, which is this one. I got quite a lot of them, which is cool. So, but as we go, we got to do our morning chores, which is cranking up the blast furnace so that it's processing some metals for later. We got a lot more to do. This is kind of part of the project, is being able to bring metal back without having to haul it as much, even though the work we're putting in is far more than the actual work it would have taken to just do the damn thing. So dump those up in there. We can drop off the stone right there. Everything's a little bit asunder, but that's fine. That's plenty of food. We got some healing potions. And, yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just head over here. I don't think we've done this in a while on camera. We're going to go to the windmills and set these going. This takes a bit of... Take 150 since we've got 350 in each. If you tap your hand, you go faster. And all it costs is cartilage. Who needs that? Who needs cartilage? We're going to try some new... I want to try some different vegetables for the shrimps too. So I know we're going to... I think cucumbers are real big on it. I think they go nuts for cucumbers, but They like having, and it doesn't take much, just a little tiny piece. Me as a big fat human, you know, I can eat like a whole cucumber in one or two bites. Those guys, they can just take a small chunk and it'll entertain them for hours. They're simple little creatures. Aren't we all? So, all right. Pick up the flour. We just grabbed 300. We got to go cook it. Might as well grab some raspberries since we're heading that way. Oh, there's one on the side. Thank you. Sorry, I'm sprinting around. Looking forward to working on that floor. I think that'll be like the next base project. And then kind of connecting this upper area to the lower area. I'm also going to get rid of this room, not room, but like this fencing. This is the original bedroom. Its legacy, I sort of try to maintain its footprint, but there's no reason to like wall it off like that. Might as well just open up some of the space. Fuck it, let's do some part of it right now. At the moment, what am I being weird about it for? Like, that's already better, right? I want to save the turnips. I don't know if they got rid of the thing where the turnip can go vertical, because it's like having a little plant. Of course, I put a little pile of money over there just to remind me about what's most important in life. So let's cook. Here, I always like to check on the, since we're going to do a bunch, 17. So we're a little bit, so I predict we'll be almost at the 1 after we're done here. I don't know. Hold shift, press left click. That gives us, does a whole stack at once. Oop, got a freebie out of that one. Sweet. Oh, what the hell? Did I do it wrong? Hold shift. Okay. Nice. Things are paying off. How are you doing? How's everybody up? How's your summer? How's your winter? How's your fall? When are you, what planet are you on while you're watching this? Do you feel alive? So let's check. Cooking. Okay, we went past the 17. That's good. Nice, nice. Set them expectations nice and low and everything works out. So we'll drop those. Might as well just take some. Sorry, I know I'm being dumb here. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that's the stupid way of doing it. Over here in my dough storage, which I call my belly. Been eating a lot of dough lately, loving it. I love dough after it's been processed into bread. And since we wasted a bunch of time, let's restock up top. As the smokestack belches away while we're in distant lands. I didn't mean to do that. We're going to need some wood, actually, so... Not that we're not working in a forest filled with it, but I want to... Okay. Since we're here, we should get rested at the 12. There's a few things I want to build, too, that I think will up that, like the luxury chest or whatever, and the Horn of Celebration, which I haven't even done yet. Maybe we'll just do it right now. Let's see. Hang on. Let's just see what it is. It's been in the game forever, so it's troll hide, bronze, and iron. I didn't even see how many troll hides. Was it 2? Down here in my troll hide section. Oh, god damn it. What is it? Dare you? How dare you haunt me from death? Oh, what the fuck? At least put it in a spot I don't have to... I mean, geez, that thing just eats up the whole... There we go. Can't make rugs out of those? Come on, who wouldn't want a blue rug? So 2 bronze. 2 steels. I don't even know what this thing... I bet it makes a sound. Oh, look, you can make... Can I make more than one? Nice. 1 year since... Yeah, that's the first... Okay. What's it do? Right. Oh, it's a drinking horn. I assumed it'd be a horn. Drink the potion? What did that just do for me? Hold on. Oh, it's a medium stamina? Ah, this whole time? Really? Is there any other status stuff going up there? Wow, it gives you a medium stamina boost? Giant remains. Does that go on and on? Can everybody just have one of those and you just automatically get to take a... That's great. I just assumed it... Look at that. I figured it was like a decoration. Like one of these stupid things. Let's see. I bet it looks cool. Yeah. I was sort of thinking it would up my comfort, but it might be a little too far away for that one there. Oh man, this changes everything. I just I don't know why that one kind of just escaped me. Put it down there. Okay, now it should be close enough if it goes to 13. Doesn't seem so. All right. Well, let's put the pie back. Well, that was a interesting, unexpected little twist. He even walks around with it. So you get with your friends and you do that. And of course here, the only friend I got is in the hot tub already. Let's have a seat. Hey, buddy. Drink. Okay. So it's counting down to 9. All right. Wow. Didn't expect that for some reason. I thought it was going to be a Ricola, like one of those kind of horns, you know? My brain just went to noise horn, not cavity for holding stamina replenishing liquid, which we'll test out here as we get going on our project. Yeah, check this out. Already got kind of a cool canal thing going on. We're just going to start over on one end and make our way to the other end. This is wet work. This is tedious. Should have a full-on thing there. So yeah, let's give it a chance to replenish the stamina, but then we're gonna... So you can't just stop in the middle of a fight though and just take a swig. I guess that's the benefit of the potions. Hold on, hold on. I need to take a swig from my celebration horn. I'd call it the Horn of E. So anyway, there we go. What do I got to talk about? Didn't really think of anything. I'm just having a nice time vibing with this game now. It took kind of a long time between playing the last, well, the last several episodes are all recorded the last few days, but I've been working really hard on my other project, getting burnt out, keeping my head on straight, been going on walks, working on becoming a deep squat dude, not in terms of like weightlifting, but although maybe eventually, but doing stretching down at like that kind of with your butt all the way down to the ground. Really good for your body. Obviously don't do it if you're hurting yourself, but you know, doing that every day. Just the process also is good for your legs, stretching out. It's not like that's the only thing I do. I do like whole body stretching, but like I've been persuaded that that's a mode that our particularly in our chair-centered, sitting, toilet-centered society here that we've got, that human bodies are really well made for that position. But when you don't do it, especially as you age, your whole system seizes up. Here, let's do a drink here. Take it. Nice. All right. So especially when you're not rested too, because that's where it was already refilling pretty quickly. But yeah, so it's kind of like a low exercise, low impact over time every morning. I'm not even really that diligent about it. I should be doing like 10 rounds of 20 seconds each. Ultimately, I think it'd be really great to be able to hold the deep squat position for like 20 minutes. Like to just really just settle into it. I'm coming with some pretty big limbs, long limbs, and a little bit of weight. So even with my paunch, I'm finding it working fine in terms of like, as the weeks go by, I can definitely tell that it's not so hard. It's not so tough to get down into it or out of it. And then you start to move around within that position. Like one of the real limber type positions of that you're flexible is when like you one leg straight out, the way you'd like land if you were a superhero, but you'd have a leg out and you're like in deep squat, and then like transfer your weight around in like squat positions. That's where you're starting to really show some good physical effectiveness in those. But yeah. Your body just falls apart, man. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. That's probably wide enough for the smaller boat, but I think I need to at least double that, right? One more is probably enough for the big ship. If anything, maybe I want it to be kind of narrow, so that I'm just kind of bumping along in there. But I think it's at least one more trip back, but probably two. That's what my gut's telling me here. This is a pretty shallow spot too, since it needs to flay open, you know? It's a mouth. We're making a mouth. Ugh, what the fuck? Maybe don't stand in the deeper part while you're doing that. Dude, I didn't realize the Horn of Celebration was gonna be like a kit, like a build-out thing I'd have all the time. I really just thought it was gonna be some sort of... Because I'm gonna use that. And it looks like I can make more of them. Why wasn't I celebrating all along, man? Let's see. Waves exposing where it needs to go. It's kind of shallow all the way out here. Come on. Little bit of surging waves. Come on, come on, come on. I think this rock is going to have to be taken out. Sorry, rock. You did a good job while you were here, and now you'll do an even better job by not being here. There you go. You're finished. We're through with you, rock. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure a little boat could fit there. So we'll see. We'll do one more through. And then I still need to kind of go back and flatten, you know, deepen it with tediousness and swimming, like swimming until you can barely swim, and then waiting. And actually, as I said earlier, the still water's the worst. Not the worst. That's actually nice, but this actually is the best water for that, because although it does slow you down because it lifts you up, it also gives you the lower. See, like right there, I can kind of pick out the spots that, but it allows you to get down lower and. Oh, really? The branch floated after I touched it? Yeah, I do recall that. I've had this game for quite a while, and I remember the Horn of Celebration seeing it. I don't know why I waited. I've had the beer, you know, the mead before, and it doesn't seem to do anything other than make it... I guess it does give you a big stamina boost, and then your stamina regenerate something... Does it come at a cost? I don't remember. We're gonna have to go back and repair in a moment. Trying to get around that damn tree. I could cut it. Okay, let's just quit screwing around. Quit goofing off, okay? We're not here for fun. One somewhere around there, that's good. Yeah, that's big enough for the... There's some... I don't know exactly how these voxels interact. Meaning, like, is it... Am I taking out two if I'm hitting in some locations? Because it... I don't think it is. I think there's an... Like, no matter what, you still have to pay the pipe or pay the full price of the depth. Because it might seem like it is, but then you're still... I don't know. I'm not sure if even what I'm saying makes sense, but anyway. Okay. All right. Big progress. I think we still got a lot of work to get through this rest of the spot, but this channel thing is definitely working out fine. And okay. F it. Just go. Oh yeah, we came back to do repairs, didn't we? I think I want to grab some of those. Look at this one. I got a whole box full of stuff there. And this is all zombie guts or whatever. Draugr entrails. So hopefully the rain is gone when we get back. Oh. Check it. Look at my phone here. Oh, uh-oh. I saw some. No, I didn't see anything good. So it's... Yeah, it is rested. Okay, it's not up to 19 minutes or whatever, but it's fine. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Got to keep this going. Oops. Oops. Yeah, so this is a good experience for the next design stage of the portal system that I'm going to come up with, because this is working fine. I like the simplicity. I kind of want the portals to be hidden more or just less present. They just feel chaotic. Sort of hoping to build out the base in a way that it doesn't feel like that. Yeah, I think this is plenty for the big one, right? Unless there's a bigger one eventually. And so, like, just doing like simple renaming them and being more careful, and then like making sure I like keep track of the names on the board makes sense. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna, yeah. So there'll be a bunch of iterating that we'll do to kind of get that going and making that work. Oop, wrong one. Like here, just gonna use this sort of spot to is that a fish right by me? Have they no fear? There we go. Swimming, 17. What were we at? 14 when we first started this up a few episodes back when we looked at it. Okay. Like if it lets me walk, I need to make a cut. Okay. Okay, you can kind of see the shapes underneath it a little bit. See, like, there's no way it's good to be at thigh height. We want to be like shoulders, nips. let's finish this little part here. Push forward. Essentially all we're going to do for the next this whole episode is just all this until straight on forward. Yeah, so it'd be kind of fun to line it with like blue lights or yellow lights or something. Maybe we'll do it in a way where the, I don't know, blue light means some kind of thing that indicates the blue light like only on the south side or something like that, so that it sort of serves some sort of informational purpose. Runway kind of also has a runway for coming in at night. That's important to think about. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Still kind of shallow around here. All right. So I'll come back and do a bit more of this tedious stuff. Did I carve into the... Just want to finish this little run. I think that's... Oh. Did I mess that up? I can build it back if it really bothers me. Okay. Nice. Got some deer parts. That's fun. Who doesn't love... I like the boat. I like the wrecked boat over there. Upper left. Not now. What if I built this covered? That'd be cool. I'm not going to do it. I mean, now that I've thought about it, I want to do it. You know, what if this whole thing was like a... under a tunnel. Like a wooden kind of tunnel thing. Or, you know, some kind of columns or something. That's an interesting thought, huh? Cancel the Airbnb, honey. I got a Valheim idea. I'm staying home this weekend. I don't know. We'll put it in the hopper for later. Is that even a word? Hopper? In that usage? So we might be able to test the canal this episode, I think. Right? It's looking like we're kind of still got to do a whole nother trip cut back through. This is pretty shallow here. This little hill, this little thing has got to go. Such a beautiful, pristine spot. So this will be like the straight on from here. I'm thinking of, you know, building structure along this somewhere, kind of. It's like the... Okay, there's no boat getting out if I don't do it into this. All right, shallow here. Seems like it's kind of shallow right there. Oh, pretty good camera shot there, huh? What if it made like the noise of the... What the hell do they call those things? The Star Wars bad guy ships? Like the bad guy ones? The ones that are like... The ones in Andor. So I'm watching Andor. I'm not going to spoil nothing here. I do want to... It is one of those shows I would love to have an in-depth discussion. But, man, I watched season 1 when it was out, whatever, 2 or 3 years ago. And totally caught off guard by the quality. Really fantastic. And if you look... Here's me messing up your expectations if you haven't watched it yet. But if you get on YouTube, there's a lot of really thoughtful and a lot of those like discussion channels. A little bit like what Suck Professor used to be, but with more... you know, intelligence and thoughtfulness. But like a whole bunch. So I think after I clear through here, we'll try it. Whole bunch of really great breakdowns and analysis about Andor. So season 2 is out right now, and I have not seen it yet. I wanted to rewatch season 1 first. And it's so good. It's holds up. Not that it was ever gonna age. It's not like they were making 80s jokes back then. They were all wearing tight rolled pants, side spikes. Ooh, thought I had a chance to kill that bird. But just if it wasn't Star Wars, I'd still be all about it. Like, it's just like a really well made show. The fact that it's within the Star Wars world and it breaks the mold of being horrible. Not that all Star Wars is horrible, but I liked whatchamacallit? Mandalorian. At least I watched at least one season of that. It had its own. Who's the guy? Jon Favreau. That guy knows what he's doing. He's no slouch, but it had that kind of like self-aware quality Western. It knew what it was. It wasn't trying to be much else. Save the baby. And yeah, so I'm not going to spoil stuff, but I have come to understand my hearing thing, and I've always had this among my autistic traits, is this way that I process sound. And I always just took it in as I suck at hearing. I can barely understand lyrics. I can barely understand speech in shows unless it's very clear, or if there's like back. So now I understand it as an auditory processing, I guess, disorder, you might probably call it. If I could ever get tested for it, I'm pretty confident they'll include this in the hopper of stuff. But it's sort of a combination of distraction from other noises, other stimulation that my brain is processing. But because I've noticed when I watch stuff with headphones, and again, my whole life I've kind of just hung out by myself at a computer because that's kind of what I do anyway, and that's sort of the autistic safe place. You know, this, and then yet there's also phases too where I've been social, and there was that period of time where I was out doing stand-up comedy every night, and so it's not, so I have some other traits too, obviously, that but anyway, being at a computer in my headphones, I just feel like I heard like the creature from the Black Lagoon's feet running along the top of the water, slapping it. All right, so I think we can clear this little chunk. Anyway, so there's the idea that, so like when I've watched TV downstairs, and with the PlayStation, the hookup for the headphones is on the controller, which is kind of interesting. And I hate when it's something I really care about, and Andor is that. Captions are such a help in terms of seeing what they're saying, because I hear a word and I just don't know what the hell word they're saying. And then I get lost trying to think of the word, because I hear a word and my brain will pull up like every close to the word. It doesn't just get the word itself. It's not a lack of understanding. It's a depth of imprecise understanding, or I should say, this is sort of where wordplay sort of comes from too. Is like, my brain will generate all the different definitions and other pronunciations of the word and pronunciations of words that are similar. But if it doesn't nail it, then I just don't know what word they said or sentence. And it's especially hard when I can't see their lips, or if there's muddled music, or I struggle with like muttering. So I need clarity, or people with accents. People that have heavier accents, I really have a difficult time with. Obviously, yes, I can understand the majority of words I hear in language and things, but it's just too much processing. It's stuff that it is being pulled up that kind of gets in the way of fully understanding it, especially if it's not clear to me what is being said. So yeah, so I've kind of come to understand it's both about the distractions that I'm having in the room, and headphones helps with that, as well as the over processing of a brain that like easily accesses information that it isn't necessary, but is kind of just like it's like grabbing a file out of the filing cabinet, but just being sloppy about it. So it grabs 3 or 4 words that are close to the word I just heard, or if I don't hear it well, then do that with words that might not be the right word. It's not, and I'm boiling it down quite simple to simple notions, obviously. But I don't know. Look at this, man. I'm swimming down my. I just made myself a little swimming channel. Welcome to Swim Professor, everybody. So here, let's just head back for a night at the Roxbury. We'll get some sleep, and in the morning we'll come back. Before we go to bed, we got to remember, I always forget, but we'll do the black metal processing. Actually, I have a bunch of work I got to do tonight for the project. I just set a deadline for a thing. It's kind of, damn it. I don't want a fucking deadline. Just stupid deadline. So, over here. And the glorious maiden voyage for this whole project will be going and getting the rest of the black metal. Remember, if you recall, several episodes ago, the whole thing was about picking up all these other metals around the place in the boat. And then this will be the first, although actually now that I say that, getting it up the hill, so maybe I have to do that first. Okay. We'll see. But that'll be like the completion of the circuit, is when we finally go and do a trip back with metals. There's actually quite a lot to do to get to that point, now that I'm thinking about it. Alright. But anyway, so I have the captions on in Andor. And, man, the PS5 captions suck, unless there's a way to customize them. YouTube actually lets you customize your captions in, like, the background, the size. It's actually pretty good for what it is. If there's a menu you can click into if you dig around in there a little bit, and you got to appreciate that. And then but the captions on PS5 are just these huge, ugly captions, big black box, white text. They're easy to read, but there's no. I just wish we could get like movie style captions that are like that, like kind of film look text, white or yellow, you know, and just put that in the captions. Because sometimes they bake in captions when there's like a person in the film that's speaking a different language, and they have the captions there so that you get it. But man, I was just like, God, these captions are just so present, and I don't like the captions, but I like understanding, right? So like my first watch through of something seems to have gotten worse too, because I'd like to not, like sometimes I'll start a movie and it'll be like foreign movie without, and then the dubs might suck or something, and dubs are hit or miss for sure when it's language dubbed over audio. But I feel like I'm less able to tolerate captions in foreign films, which is kind of cuts off a lot of good stuff too, because you can still have a great time watching something just because. But so it's a compromise that I have to make, which is if I don't have the captions, then I get lost in the stuff that I miss. And oftentimes there's like whole sequences or whole scenes, not just Andor obviously, but like other shows, where I don't have any idea what's happening for like 2 or 3 conversations, like 2 or 3 back and forths even, or like it's not just 1 or 2 words here and there, it's a lot. And it's frustrating. I catch a lot of it, but I miss stuff. And so when I watch it with captions, so it's like my policy sort of, there's no policy. My idea is that the way to do it is to watch the first time through without captions, because they are distracting. And then the second time through, if I like something enough, and Andor does qualify, then I will want to use captions in order to fully catch it, fully understand what they're saying, with the downside of the captions being that they are distracting. And so I try to like watch it by looking, oh, look how awesome this is. That's awesome. I try to take it in without reading the caption. You can kind of force yourself not to read, not to let your eyes drop down to the captions, and then only maybe if you don't understand it. But you don't want to have to be conscious about that stuff. You don't want to have to, you know, willfully make decisions about whether you're going to understand it or not. So it's all kind of downsides. But I still, like with a show like Andor, I still really want to be able to internalize it in a way that I can only get from the captions, even though I would much rather not have the captions. So the best thing that they could do, maybe there's an app, somehow this would be such a great thing, would be a rewind, a jump back, you could maybe set the interval 10, 15, 30 seconds, something, maybe 60 seconds. Jump back 30 seconds with captions and then turn captions off after 30 seconds. Doesn't that sound like a great idea? So you watch it without captions, but then you hit a moment, you go, lost, sorry, hold on, sorry. It's kind of like when you're reading or you're trying to do something and you just have to jump back because you just missed it. Your brain just didn't pick it up. And then you go back. And then if there could just be like a bounce back, turn on captions for 30 seconds and then turn off captions. It sounds very technologically feasible. I am so for something like that. I feel like that would help a lot of people that are like me. Because I don't want the captions on. They're annoying. They take up a ton of space. They block the shot. Weird. This is a perilous area. I'll go back and change those to dots. I do kind of like to go through and go real slow and mark the rocks real carefully. So, oh man, I'm feeling great about this. Just pick up speed a little bit. I'm not going to go racing through it. I kind of want to try it this way, but bro, I think we're still going to hit some obstructions because there's a whole other thing up there. Dude. Beautiful. Oh man, that is so good. Yes! Yes, baby! Haha, look at that. Straight through. Take out the guessing with the turning. Look at that. The conqueror has conquered. Consider yourself conks. So yeah, we'll cut out a lot of that bit right there, probably. At least round it off. Yeah. We're gonna go for it though. We're probably just gonna beach the damn thing. Oh. Maybe. Doubtful. With the right little surge of wave, possibly. This is the worst part right here. Probably should have turned it. Oh. Come on. Look at it trying. It's really stuck on it, isn't it? It's coming, shoving off. Maybe off to the left, yep. That might give us the freedom. Break loose. Okay. Yes. Yeah, baby. We're free. Yep, but messed up. Okay. Dude, look at that. Look what we did. I'm going to mark that rock right there in the middle. Lots of tin. Just in time for a storm. This is fantastic. Now we got to go back to get a boat back in the lake, although we can tear it apart, I guess, but this rain is not cool, bro. Okay, so let's just head out into the water, do a circle. I want to go into the map. That rock is perilous. So anyway, that's my you know what they should do for the day is caption back 30 seconds. Totally doable. Would like essentially a sleep timer for the captions, but keep it short. 2 minutes. Maybe it's a setting you can pick. Man, these waves are crazy, dog. What if you decided to play the game locked in camera, only close, so you could still look around, but like you always have to keep, you can't look wide shot, so you always, if you get attacked by the scorpion thing, it's, what the hell is that over there? Oh, that's a one of our locations. What's burning though? Why would there be anything on fire? Do we have a fire? Is that a bonfire still going? Is that a fulling? I haven't been here in like forever. It's crazy that so the fuel doesn't burn unless you're close? Is that what's happening? Yeah, that's a bonfire. Now it's off. Or it's blocked. Yeah, you could eat another bite. Oh. Jump in the boat. Come on in, boys. Yeah. So that's great, man. We could sail all the way home now. To here. And all it does is save us from having to haul the metal up. So it's a really kind of a stupid project overall. But if it wasn't for stupid projects, then I wouldn't have anything to do. Donk. So we got to make it. There's a lot of work ahead, though. I'd say most of the hard stuff is done in general. Meaning, it's generally. Oh, lost the. It's not yet 6 p.m., so might as well have some more coffee. So I wonder if you get full storms when you're inside the forest. Or does it like automatically cool off a little bit? Because it looks like the waves might like take a break. Which I guess makes sense. Like if it just sort of did a blanket wave cover. See, there's that damn rock. That one is going to be trouble. Gonna have to build some structures on it to... I think we'll park the boat here. Yeah, that's fine. Wherever. And yeah, okay. What's up, dear? What's up, man? You know where do I rent the VCR from? Oh, we got a dunge. I do want to do a bunch of scale dunges. They have a nice supply of skells and yellow mushrooms. I'm just going to sprint around a little bit. Looks like there's another scale dunge. Yep, I had marked it. Okay. Ow. I kill you. Take that, ribs. Oh. Ooh. Dude, so good. So good. So we're gonna this one is partly where I have to chop out. I do like these waves. So like I'm gonna have to like take advantage of the storms to be like, storm time. Better go deep in the channel. So I'm almost done with the Andor season 1. I'm excited to watch season 2. Yeah, it's a good show. Then I can stop dodging spoilers. Like I don't have to dodge any spoilers anymore for Sinners. Let's see if I can get this guy here. Oh. Come on. Give it to me, wave. 2. Yes. Okay, good. I just know in the bigger boat, there's gonna be somewhere where I hit. That's a pretty shallow area, huh? So I'll do some of this work on my own. You know, I don't need to make a video of all this. You've already endured all this tedium. When I start putting up like walls and other things, signs and lights, obviously I think that'll be worth hanging on or doing on camera. Like up there, I'll just channel. You don't need to see me start it. It's not like you haven't already. Yeah, man, it was great. Storm is an assistant. I don't know why I have to keep pointing that out. I guess it's my way of apologizing for how tedious it is. Yes. Yes. Alright, F it. We'll just clear a whole nother piece here. I don't think I need to, but... Probably gonna get rid of those rocks up ahead. At least the one on the left. Maybe not. Let's try something here. Man, all this time I could have had just like a free stamina potion on me that I just... You idiot. We'll go like another 5 minutes as the weather eases up. Just gonna do this sort of top down, pressing left, strafing sideways. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, like, this will be a great spot for some lights. Make it look kind of cool. It'll look really cool at night. I kind of want to just get to a spot where I just swim around a lot and I can never find myself able to walk at all. Because if you can walk, you can swing. Time to lean, time to clean. As they say in abusive job environments. Gotta get the most out of you. I didn't rent this tool. I didn't rent this drill, so it can't be spinning the entire time. Work, work. My favorite phrase about jobs is when people say, "That's why they call it a job." What the fuck does that mean? Why is that why they call it a job? Like, my whole notion of what a society should be isn't that we get rid of crappy work, it's that we get rid of crappy jobs. There's a difference. A job is a social relationship you have with someone who usually has more power than you do. That's why it's this difficult thing to reconcile. But there are plenty of instances, and there always will be, where things that are somewhat unpleasant work needs to still be done. I'm not particularly fond of video editing. It's not exactly a pleasant activity. When I get well-paid video editing work, which is very rare for me, I'm quite happy with it. If I get $30 an hour, I'm fine. I think I've been paid more than that for most, for not most by any stretch. At TYT, my rate was $21.63 an hour for professional video editing that went up on television. So it's like not very good money. That's among the reasons we unionized, not the primary one, but yeah. So like people are weird about even talking about how much they get paid for work and stuff. But that's why they call it a job. What? I mean, you're in other words, you're saying you've accepted that there's an inherent degree of disrespect, abuse, doing something you don't want to do. It's like inherently, nobody wants a fucking job. Why would anybody want to do any work? It's nice to find something that's in line with your interests. Maybe you choose a career, education path. That doesn't all track the way it should either, particularly in... Wait a minute, what am I doing here sitting around? I could take a swig, except when I'm swimming. Did he complete it, but it didn't work? What the fuck? Is it because I'm underwater? Why didn't it take... He's belching. I wonder if that's what messed it up. I do like the belching. I'll be talking to James about that Horn of Celebration, though. I promise you. James, I can't believe I didn't even know about the Horn of Celebration then. I finally did it. He'll smack me upside my head. Like the least James thing in the world. Man. Alright. Well, I think we're... Yeah, we'll head back. We'll say bye when we get back to the portal, I guess. I gotta turn off the game for a stretch, sort the files out, do a bit of stuff for the project. I gotta get done. Okay, get these rocks. Get these rocks. Standing on one of them. There we go. This will do it. Satisfying. Tons of progress. Love the channel. I am now think... God damn it. How dare you. Swim skill up to 18. I am now kind of considering... Where was that other spot? Let me kill this guy first. That... I doubt it'll work, but... Because this is a lot more. The land can go up a lot more. But then even if it does cut through here, you've got to be able to get through here, which is even way worse, even if there's this river bit. So like maybe you can carve through the river through here, up to neck rock fishing. I don't know. I think it's pretty clear that this is about as good as it's going to get. This goes up deep, doesn't it? This little river inlet start part right there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, man, I'm glad I didn't do this way up, although that would have been fine. But yeah, the straight through, once you kind of get in here, and then boom, cut down. All right, man. We done good. A lot more to go. But major progress. I'm just going to do this real fast, though. Boat. Here. June 2025. June 25. Oh, God damn it. It's not even the right one. Ugh. Go away. Boat. June 2025. Oh, motherfucker. Boat. June 2025. Enter. Okay. God, Lord. All right. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope this is entertaining. I know this probably filters people out pretty fast. Obviously, if you're here at this stage of the video, you're more than likely, I wouldn't know if I'd say into it, but you're playing it and watching it, and it means a lot to me that your attention is there, and I hope it's coming along for you. I'm having... Yeah, should we build a tunnel? Should we just build up like structures and turn it into this cool... So we go and you go inside this thing like the mines of Moria. Of Moria. Like he didn't know they were all dead. Gimli didn't know they were all fucking killed. That's how little these word gets around these places. Look, there's a crow and a seagull over there. I hope they're doing it. All right. I just want to go get the boat and ride back and forth through this thing. Okay. All right. Thanks for everybody. Let's take care of yourself. Take care. Good night. Go to sleep now. Wake up now. Well, one of those two things are usually the only options. Bye. See ya.